player the Seattle Mariners need to bounce back in 2025. Let's talk about it. So a key player that the Seattle Mariners definitely need to bounce back in 2025 is JP Crawford. Now, I know we have briefly talked about him in some previous videos and really what his problem was in 2024, but we really never got down into the nitty-gritty of what made him struggle so bad in 2024. Now, I did mention in one of those videos that the one thing I think got overlooked a lot was JP's injuries this year and how much it really affected him, and he really was just never really able to get it going. But today we're going to be looking at his overall stats and then going in down to a few things that he really struggled with in 2024. So 2024 was JP's worst full season he's ever put together in his career. As you can see, he had an 89 WRC plus in 2024, which he has not had that low of a WRC plus since around 2020, 2019, but he really only played in 93 games and 53. So when I'm referring to a full season, I'm talking about 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024, where the only games in his career where he's played over 100. But after coming off a career year in 2023, where he had a 136 WRC plus and also a 4.9 WAR, in 2024, he only had a 1.6 WAR. Some unusual things from JP Crawford was his strikeout percentage jumped by 3%, as well as his walk rate went down by a little bit over 3% as well. Batting average went from a 266 to a 202. He had 19 home runs and then only 9. He had 65 RBIs and then only 37. So for a guy coming off a crazy 2023 season where he had mostly career highs, 2024 was definitely a bit of a disappointment. Now, I do think injury played a big part in that, but in this video, we're going to go over some other statistics besides just the injuries that really affected JP. So first, we're going to start with the first pitch swing percentage. So JP had a 17.3% swing percentage on first pitches in 2023, and then a 23.1% in 2024, so almost a 6% increase. So now what this could lead to is JP being a little too aggressive on pitches that he really should not be swinging at first pitch. Like we know in 2023, when swinging at the first pitch, he was very, very effective. But by jumping that up by 6%, it seems like he may have been chasing pitches that really weren't strikes for first pitches and maybe, grounding it out or not doing what he wanted to do with that pitch. Another small little increase that is affected by this is his swing percentage was up about almost 3% from 2023 to 2024, so he is definitely swinging the bat a lot more. But let's move into pitch types to really see where JP fell off. So against the fastball in 2023, so this is 4-seam, 2-seams, any kind of fastball, he had a 287 batting average, when in 2024 he only had a 213 batting average. So that is a big drop off for JP, who is a fastball hitter. In terms of breaking balls, he pretty much stayed the same. Within 2023 he had a 201, and in 2024 he had a 204. But another massive drop off for JP Crawford was in off-speed pitches, where he had a 310 batting average off off-speed pitches in 2023 and only a 136 batting average off off-speeds in 2024. So that is a huge drop off of over 170 points. So for JP to also be struggling with a fastball as well as off-speed, it is definitely a recipe for disaster. Now, one thing that I want to talk about also is his pull percentage. So JP did really well hitting home runs in 2023. As we know, he had the highest in his career with 19. So he was pulling the ball very effectively in 2023. And usually when we're talking about a guy struggling with batting average, we're saying he's not using all parts of the field. Well, for JP, it's almost the opposite, because during his pull percentage in 2023, it was a 43.2%, while in 2024, it dropped off almost 12% to a 31.3. So JP almost strayed away from using the pull side for some reason, and that's also a big reason he did not have as many home runs in 2024 than he did in 2023. So it's definitely interesting going back through these stats, because a lot of these reasons are reasons JP, had a much higher strikeout percentage because he was unable to really hit off-speed pitches at all. While 213 isn't great on fastballs, but it's not that big of a drop-off compared to the off-speed drop-off that he had. But here's also another statistic about JP that really hurts, because he is known as the ice in his veins kind of guy. So I'm pretty sure you all know what a high leverage situation is at this point, which basically just means it is a clutch situation that has some big impact on the game. In 2023, JP was awesome in high leverage situations. He had 65 plate appearances with 22 RBIs and a 365 batting average. On top of that, a 190 WRC plus with a 13.8% walk rate and only a 16.9% K rate. So we know JP was definitely a very clutch player in 2023. There is a number of instances you can go back to where he was just awesomely clutch. But in 2024, that clutch in high leverage situations definitely took a massive turn, where JP only had a 175 batting average in 46 high leverage plate appearances with 14 RBIs, a 19.6% K rate, and only an 8.7% walk rate. So that is a 5% drop off in walk rate, as well as a 3% increase in K percentage during high leverage situations. And also going from the 190 WRC plus all the way down to a 78 in high leverage situations. So overall, JP definitely had a really bad 2024, especially for the expectations that were put on him after his 2023 campaign. But nonetheless, you know, going into 2025, he's going to be our everyday shortstop, and he needs to turn it around in 2025 for this team to really make a solid run. He has been the leader of that infield for years now, and he probably will be as well in 2025, no matter who is in the infield. So we really need him to lead that infield and turn it around in 2025. So here's what Fangraphs has him projected to do in the 2025 season. He is projected to play in 141 games with an 11.6% walk rate, a 19.8% K rate, a 238 batting average, a 109 WRC plus, a 3 WAR, as well as 54 RBIs and 12 home runs. I would say if JP can bounce back with those stats, it would definitely be a huge improvement, but I definitely think he can improve in the batting average. I think 238 is very low for JP, especially because he's had 273 batting average in 2021 and a 266 in 2023, so we know he can hit for high batting averages. So I think if he were to put together that kind of season that Fangraphs is projecting him to do, I think we'll definitely take it, but I definitely think he has more in him than just that. But please give me your predictions on what you think JP is going to do in 2025 and if he will bounce back. Otherwise, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.